The pistols in Resident Evil 5 are very useful in certain situations you may find yourself in the game. From the pea shooting, high capacity, headshot machine of the starting pistol, all the way to pretty much a machine gun M93R, this video will showcase each of them in all their glory and shortcomings. I will highlight the stats of the weapons and show how they could be used against the regular Majini and also the mini bosses of the game. I highly recommend fully upgrading any weapon you intend on using for the higher difficulties, as your items and money will always carry over to new games. That being said, all gameplay is on professional with fully upgraded pistols. Starting with the first pistol in the game, the M92F. This weapon is modeled after the real-life Beretta 92FS. The weapon is given to you at the start of the game, but can be later purchased for 2,000 gold. The stats for the base gun are not impressive as to be expected. However, it is worthwhile to upgrade completely. Doing so unlocks a special weapon, the M93R, or this game's Matilda. More on that later. Other highlights of the M92F are the capacity and critical hit bonus. Upgrading this weapon will cost you a total of 85,000 gold, and the stats are as follows: firepower of 250, reloading speed of 1.36 seconds, capacity of 100 rounds, and an increased headshot critical percentage. The second pistol in the game is the H&K P8. As the name suggests, it is modeled after real-life Hecker M. Koch P8. The weapon is made available for purchase in Chapter 3-1 for 4,000 gold. Once upgraded, the P8 is a bit stronger than the M92F, but with significantly faster reloading speed, the fastest of all pistols in the game. Furthermore, it has piercing abilities, which is helpful for shields or armor. The P8 costs 84,000 gold to fully upgrade, and the stats are as follows: firepower of 300, reloading speed of 0.85 seconds, capacity of 25 rounds, and increased bullet penetration. The third pistol in the game is the SIG P226. This weapon is modeled after real-life Sig Sauer P226. You are able to purchase this pistol at the start of Chapter 5-1 for 4,000 gold. Unlike its predecessors, this pistol has no special upgrade, making it the cheapest to max out. That being said, the P226 is the strongest pistol in the game, with its only drawback being the slow reloading speed. The P226 costs 81,000 gold to fully upgrade, and the stats are as follows: firepower of 480, reloading speed of 1.62 seconds, and a capacity of 16 rounds. The fourth and final pistol in the main game is the M93R. This weapon is only available for purchase after fully upgrading the M92F and will cost you 30,000 gold. I have previously made a standalone video on this pistol that I will have linked below, so I will not completely discuss it. However, here is a brief overview. Once this weapon is fully upgraded, it has the highest DPS of all other pistols. It is strongly recommended to have infinite ammo unlocked for it though, because it will eat up bullets very quickly. It will cost you 86,000 gold to fully upgrade, making it the most expensive pistol. The stats are as follows: firepower of 400, reloading speed of 1.36 seconds, and a capacity of 30 rounds. Now that we have the basic information of the main pistols out of the way, I will go over how they each stack up against the game's sub-bosses in order of appearance. Starting with the Executioner. The M92F doesn't do too well against his large health pool, and dealing with swarming enemies doesn't help either. Keeping distance and landing shots where you can is the best way to deal with him. For the P8, I had a much easier time. Stun locking and dumping bullets into him takes him out quickly. Finally, for the P226, same as the P8, stun lock and rinse and repeat. Next for the Chainsaw Majini. The M9 surprisingly didn't suck that much, as the chainsaw guy is very easy to stun lock. Don't get too close or snuck up on by enemies behind you and it shouldn't be difficult. The P8 takes him down a bit quicker, but the same rules apply as before. The P226 does the best job of the three. With the superior firepower, the Chainsaw Majini really isn't that tough. Onto the giant Majini. The M9 will take a lot of bullets to take him down, so make sure you have a clear path. Stun locking him several times and running around to his backside is the best way to take him out. The P8 works a little faster, but I did the same thing as before. Aiming for the legs is the best way to stun him and keep him from pouncing on you. The P226 took out the giant so quickly, he couldn't even gain any distance. Next up are the lickers. The M9 did a decent job taking out a single licker, but I seriously want to use it for multiple encounters. The P8 did a better job of taking out these two. And the P226 really melts the lickers away. I wouldn't recommend any pistol other than maybe the M93R against to use multiple lickers though. Now we have the Reapers. I was truly surprised that the M9 did this well against the Reaper. Hitting their critical spots and keeping some distance is the way to go. After my previous encounter, it's no surprise the P8 did a better job at taking these guys out. Just don't get too close. And of course the P226 just eats his mans up. Finally, the Gatling gun Majini. I was dreading this fight the entire time making this video because of his insanely large health pool. It takes forever to take him down with just the M9, but I literally just held down left click and waited. The P8 doesn't do much better against this dude's health bar, but patience is truly the key to this fight. Also, watch out for the grenades he throws out. The P226 unsurprisingly does the best of the three, but it still takes some time to take him down. There really is little room for error on professional mode, so don't let him get a shot on you. The next few pistols are not in the main game, but are found in the Mercenaries game mode, starting with Jill's Px4. This pistol is modeled after the real-life Beretta Px4 Storm. Since it's Mercenaries, we have no say in the stats of the pistol, but according to the wiki, it has a firepower of 300, a reloading speed of 1.70 seconds, capacity of 35, and a critical headshot percentage of 87.5%. This weapon makes playing BSAA Jill a lot of fun, since it can pretty much one-shot every Majini in the head. The drawback from this, however, is that it makes melee combos a bit more difficult, as you would have to aim for the knees instead. This pistol consistently kills base enemies with 3 shots, and makes racking up combos a breeze. Next in the Mercenaries lineup is Wesker's Samurai Edge. This pistol is modeled after the real-life Beretta 92FS Brigadier. This weapon is exclusive to Wesker's star outfit in Mercenaries, and has a firepower of 400 and a capacity of 15 rounds. The Samurai Edge kills the base Majini in 2 shots, making it a very powerful weapon to use. The high firepower combined with Wesker's superior moveset makes melee combos satisfying and easy to pull off. A good strategy when playing this character is to discard a magnum right away so you will have more pistol and shotgun ammo. Use the pistol to rack up melee combos to keep the timer running, and pull out the Hydra for either crowd control or to stage his bosses. Finally, onto the last pistol in Resident Evil 5, we have Barry's Samurai Edge in Mercenaries Reunion. This weapon is based on a real-life Beretta 96FS, making it a 40 caliber rather than 9mm. Despite this, it is a tad weaker than Wesker's counterpart at 340 firepower. It does have double the capacity, however, at 30 rounds. This weapon takes out regular Majini in about 3 body shots, and does have piercing capabilities similar to the aforementioned HK-P8. In my opinion, I think Barry's Samurai Edge is one of the cooler looking pistols in the game, having visible modifications on it with the extended barrel, extended magazine, and compensator. My strategy for Barry is similar to Wesker's, with discarding his rifle and using the pistol mainly for melee combos and dispatching the weaker enemies. I'd say the Magnum for larger opponents and the bosses. That concludes my showcase for every pistol in Resident Evil 5, and now we're on to my final thoughts. The pistols in the main game aren't as satisfying as they were in Resident Evil 4 in my opinion, however they kick ass and are a blast to use in Mercenaries. In the main game, I usually run the P226 for the firepower. I hardly ever touch the other two as I don't find the bullet penetration all that useful, and the M9 just lacks punch. The M93R is also a solid choice as it fills a gap for a pistol and a machine gun in most cases. You just need to make sure you have infinite ammo unlocked for it before you use it. I would still like to see Wesker or Barry's Samurai Edge in the main game, but at least we could still use them in Mercenaries. That wraps up the weapon showcase for all the pistols in Resident Evil 5. If you liked the video, please subscribe as I will continue to make weapon showcases like this for the game, eventually covering all the weapons. Check the description for links to everything involving Resident Evil 5 and my weapon showcases for Resident Evil 4. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.